Lego has been giving us so many things to look forward to for 2025 and 2026. It almost feels like it is impossible to keep up with everything. So today we're going over every bit of Lego news, collaborations, etc. for 2025 and 2026. F1 was the tip of the iceberg. Now we have the anime community getting into the mix and a lot more to come. So stay tuned. Let's talk about every bit of Lego collaborations that are coming out for 2025 and 2026. And for those who don't know me, my name is Isaiah Barlow and this is my Lego Room, my video diary of all things Legos, from opinions, reviews, to even Lego news. So if you guys like content like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for all my new videos. Now let's skip all the chatter. Let's get right into the very first bit of Lego news that is super duper exciting. Lego and Pokemon are finally having something official together. This was released this week along with the news of Pokemon Z and A. Pokemon Legends Z and A will be doing collaborations with Lego, and I am super excited. As a huge Pokemon fan, a nerd, and also a person that is addicted to Redbeard Guy, he is one of my favorite YouTube creators and Instagram creators. If you guys don't know about him, go check him out. I've been loving Pokemon again and again. I'm playing Pokemon Omega Ruby over right now. Actually, I never got a chance to play Omega Ruby. I played Pokemon Ruby, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I also played Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is actually one of my favorite Pokemon games ever. And guess what? They are doing a collaboration with Lego. And this is something that should have been happening. We've all gone to Target and gone to the Lego section and see the little Pokemon area right next to it that has like bricks, but they're not Lego. But this is something that I am super excited to see that it will happen in 2026. Now, we don't know what sets are going to happen, but if you guys are wanting to get a Lego set that resembles some Pokemon, shout out to my people at Bricker Builds. They have an Eevee set. They have, of course, the Charmander set as well, if you guys didn't know. But there's some other things too. I'll leave them down in the description below. I actually have an affiliate link with them, so if you guys do purchase from them, you'll be supporting your boy. However, we are super duper excited to see Lego Pokemon come to life in 2026. This is some of the biggest news from Lego and Pokemon, and I'm just super excited, especially as a Pokemon fan. As you guys see, I'm wearing a Legend of Zelda thrifted shirt today, and we've already seen, of course, Nintendo come together with Lego. So it's just time that they did this. Like I just feel like we should have had this years on years ago. So I'm super excited to see this come to life for sure. Like this is just this is full circle moment, especially for me as a child, as someone who loved Pokemon and Lego at the exact same time as a young person. This is just super excited to see. Now, this is still kind of going into my territory again. Lego and Nike doing a collab. Now, of course, it's coming in 2025. Now, the issue I have right now with this collaboration is that it got announced about in October, I think, of last year. And we haven't really heard too much news about anything, right? I'm not sure if it's going to be sets that are going to be coming out, if it's going to be a shoe that's coming out. I do feel like there will be a couple of sets, maybe a Jordan 1 or maybe a Jordan 4. And of course, you guys know I have done a set with Net Magnetism. I don't believe Net Magnetism actually sells sets anymore in terms of brick sets. However, I'm super excited to see whatever Lego and Nike come together to make. You can kind of tell that it's going to be something, but we're not quite sure. I believe there will be a shoe. It probably will be a limited release. If you guys don't know, I am also a sneakerhead. I'm a multi-layered nerd. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is kind of full circle moment for me to kind of have all these things happen. Because fun fact, one of the channels that I actually made was a sneaker YouTube channel. I have about 2,000 or 2.5 thousand people on there. I don't upload on there anymore at all, but this is kind of also a full circle moment for me to be doing Lego, and then now Lego and Nike are making a collab. So I'm kind of very excited to see what they come together with. But yet again, we don't have any news about this yet, right? And I'm kind of sad about that because Lego, I want to know what's going on. What are we going to have? We're going to have sets. It's going to be just shoes. It's going to be a limited release. I just took a L Nike on the Union Jordan 1s. I will put that screenshot up here somewhere. So yeah, I need y'all to make up for that with this collaboration right now, right? But I am super excited to see what Lego and Nike put together. We just don't have much information on it right now. So, but of course it will be coming this year, 2025. So I'm going to go ahead and assume it might come out possibly during Air Max Day in May, maybe. So we don't know, but super excited to see whatever they put together with Lego and Nike. Now, this is super exciting because I saw this from Hypebeast magazine and it seems like this will eventually happen. Lego and PlayStation 2 will be making a set together. Now, I'm going to really read a lot from this article because there's a lot of little details here. It's not necessarily fully official quite yet, but it seems like the traction is on the way. And so we might see a Lego PlayStation 2 collaboration coming into fruition. This is actually an MOC design. If you guys didn't know, this is real. This person actually made this, which is super cool. He's an awesome designer, so really big shout out to this person. But let me go ahead and read out the article just because I feel like I got to give this person who made this design his credit, of course. But a user created Lego PlayStation 2 set has earned enough traction on the Lego Ideas site for the toy maker to actually consider making it a real thing, according to Push Square. The set, created by a user named Ripple Drive, so shout out to Ripple Drive for real, has earned the required 10,000 supporters to move into Lego's review phase. where designers will decide whether or not the concept will go into development. The mock-up set currently includes 2,043 pieces, which make up the PlayStation 2 console, a DualShock 2 controller, and memory cards that appear almost exactly the same size as their real counterparts. The design is especially interactive. The memory card covers can be removed, the memory cards themselves can be inserted into the gaming system, the controllers can be plugged into the device, and the disc tray can open and close. Additionally, the top of the console can be removed to examine the system's inner workings more closely, which is really cool for all those who had the PlayStation 2. On the LEGO Ideas platform, Ripple Drive shared the premise behind his creation. The reason why I decided to build the PS2 was that I had a lot of fond memories playing the PS2 as a kid and as an adult, and this is my favorite video console of all time. The PS2 celebrated its 20th anniversary in 2020, which is another reason why I decided to build this model. If LEGO approves the design concept, the toy maker will then need to get approval from Sony before putting it on the market. Stay tuned for updates. Super excited for this. Really big shout out to Ripple Drive. Like, my goodness, he did a great freaking job on this. You guys see like all the inner workings, like he really did a good job. So really big shout out to Ripple Drive for this, because this is a really cool MOC. And just being honest, I think sometimes people don't realize how creative people are with Lego. So that's why I want to make sure I gave him his flowers and his credit due for this, because this is just really awesome. Before we just buy this thing up, I just want to say really big shout out to Ripple Drive for this. But this seems like it will be a real thing in the future. Probably not next year or maybe the next, because it probably has some things to go through with licensing with Sony. But I'm super excited to see if this thing actually comes to life, because we've seen the NES, we've seen other things from Lego like the Pac-Man, but this is really awesome. And to me, this is like a piece of history. Like the PS2 is one of the most coveted gaming consoles of all time. So shout outs to Ripple Drive for this. Just really awesome and super cool news here. Now that of course is a rumor a little bit, but let's get into something that's a little bit more concrete. Lego and Game Boy are making a collaboration. Now, I'm assuming similar to what Ripple Drive just did when it came to him making that MOC of the PlayStation 2, this is probably the same situation where somebody made an MOC and decided, hey, let's make the Lego Game Boy here. But let's read this article to get a little bit more information about this. Lego's expanding its partnership with gaming consoles with the announcement of his upcoming collaboration with the Nintendo Game Boy. The official reveal comes after news of the Lego PlayStation 2, exactly what we just talked about, ironically, reportedly set to go into production. Bringing a sense of nostalgia to the upcoming Lego set, the Lego Nintendo Game Boy appears to be based on the original version of the iconic handheld gaming console, which I also have. I still have an SP to this day, but I love the Game Boy in general. I don't know if they'll do an Advance or an SP, but or the Color. All those are just three amazing consoles, so super excited to see what they got going on here. But the Lego Nintendo Game Boy appears to be based on the original version of the iconic handheld gaming console. It joins a list of other video game system replicas like the ATR and the NES. Revealing a short teaser clip on X, Nintendo showcased a literal handful of bricks that seemed to make up the Game Boy, including its classic purple buttons and directional pad, and Nintendo of America wrote, alongside the post, build the classic Nintendo system in Lego form coming October 2025. Like, my goodness, super duper excited for this, y'all. Super awesome excited for this, because if you guys didn't know, the Game Boy was one of my very first times playing Pokemon, actually, and playing Super Mario Bros, particularly Super Mario Bros 2. Awesome game. This is what makes Lego so iconic in terms of creativity, because to make a collaboration like this, to bring nostalgia back into this, and I'm not sure, they might make a little side-scrolling game with it too, but this is just super duper awesome and really some nostalgia bait. Let me just be really honest, because I think anybody who's ever played a Game Boy will love this, right? It's too early to make a Lego like Switch or a Lego DS. I feel like that's still available a little bit, but the Game Boy is something that is just so coveted and awesome that to make this in Lego form, super excited to see, super excited to be a part of this. So of course, you guys already know I will be purchasing this. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts. I will be buying this immediately. And to be honest with you, I don't know if this is gonna be very expensive, seeing how big the Game Boy was in general. So it might not be a very expensive set. It might be very easy to build, and also not that expensive because it's not a lot of bricks. We can already tell that. So super excited to see what we got going on here with the Lego Game Boy replica. And last but not least, to my anime fans, Lego and One Piece are doing a collaboration. Of course, this is already official. If you guys didn't see the video with Luffy's Straw Hat, this is going to be Lego and One Piece's collaboration, of course, coming soon. Now, we don't have much information about what the set's going to be, what it's going to look like, when it's coming out. I believe it's in 2025 from my understanding. Well, actually, let's just watch the video real quick. Now, according to said with Netflix, so I'm assuming it's going along with the live action remake of One Piece. And of course, if you guys don't know, there is a One Piece remake happening right now where it's better animation. It's kind of cutting out some of the fluff and making it a little bit faster for people to enjoy. And it's going to be a weekly basis. So super cool about that. Fun fact, I have not seen One Piece in a long time. I watched it when I was young and I got to probably episode 200-ish. But even then, like, it's just, I have to get back into it because, I mean, it is a long show, as we all know. But at the end of the day, it is a collaboration. And for those who are wondering, yes, I love anime. I haven't watched One Piece. I'm sorry. I'm a Bleach person. I know Naruto, of course, is a fan favorite. But for me, Bleach is my number one, and Samurai Champloo. So nobody get mad at me in the comment section, okay? I'm a Bleach person. But let me get back to One Piece. Let me actually read what LEGO has on their site for it. We're joining forces with our friends at Netflix to bring the world of One Piece to LEGO bricks. Join us as we sail the seas of creativity and adventure, capturing the spirit of the Straw Hat crew in every build. A grand adventure awaits. What I'm really excited though for this is going to open the door for anime and LEGO to do more collaborations. We might even see some Naruto sets. We might see a Bleach set, even though Bleach is a little bit more, I would say, adultish. But we might see a My Hero set. We don't know what we can get. But this right here is opening that door. And I am super excited to see this. So shout out to LEGO and One Piece for that. And of course, the Straw Hat crew. And there you guys have it. Some big updates from LEGO and the collaboration they're doing and the rumors we got going on for this year and next. Let me know what you guys are super excited to see from LEGO and the LEGO group. I'm super excited to see that, of course, LEGO Pokemon and that Gameboy collaboration. I can't be happier. But let me know what you guys are excited for down in the comment section below. And also tell me what set you guys just created down in the comment section below. But my name is Isaiah Barlow. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.